Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 30th of November. Kind of frightening, 30th of November. 11 months have gone. We've got 1 month left, and we're into Advent. You can see the purple in the church. However, we have God with us, and we have Robert Murray McShane leading us gently through the year. And one of the readings we have today is Luke chapter 14. Jesus goes to a Pharisee's house for a meal and is a little bit challenging to the Pharisees. And we're told he sees how everybody takes the most important seats at the feast. And he gives them a warning. He says, when someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor, for a person more distinguished than you may have been invited. If so, the host who invited both of you will come and say to you, give this man your seat. Then, humiliated, you will take the least important place. But when you're invited, take the lowest place, so that when your host comes, he will say to you, friend, move to a better place. Then you will be honored in the presence of your fellow guests. For everyone who exalts himself will be humbled, and he who humbles himself will be exalted. And as I read that I thought, my goodness, 2,000 years ago, people were doing exactly what people do today, looking for the best place. And I thought, this is such a good idea. Take the lowest place, then not only will you be honored by being moved to a better place, but everybody will see, and everyone will think, what a humble person he took, oh, what a wonderful person you are. And so I can really identify with doing this. But then I had the thought, what happens if the host doesn't come and say to you, move up? Then you're sitting at the bottom end of the table and you think, oh, I could have taken a better place than this. And we have to bear in mind that Jesus also said to us, when you're giving, when you're praying, when you're fasting, do it secretly. And he has that word, that sentence, when your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And sometimes we will take the lowest place, and we will be left in the lowest place. And ultimately, it doesn't matter. Because when you think about it, would you rather be honored by the host of a dinner party who says, oh, come to this better place, and 300 guests, or however many guests there are, even if it's a massive big function with 1,000 people, you're then honored in front of 1,000 people? Would you rather be honored by people or by God? And you suddenly think, I'd rather be honored by God, because that then is an honor that will carry you into eternity. That is far, far more important than a place of honor at a banquet for an evening. And it got me thinking, we really need to get our perspective right. We need to get our value system right. We need to recognize what Jesus taught is absolutely spot on. And sometimes we will be told, come to a better place. You deserve better than what you've got. Sometimes we won't, but we will know that God will see that we are listening to Jesus, we are honoring him, we're responding to him, we're walking in his way. And our Father who sees what is done in secret will reward us. And that's the reward we seek. Remember that, and be prepared to sit in the lowest place. And hopefully I'll be humble enough to join you there. But that is where, as Christians, we ought to be. Remember that. Be challenged and be blessed.